In some circumstances, for analysis, we want to fix the fabric connection only for load case 0, and for subsequent load cases, allow the fabric to move. One such example is a barrel vault structure. So in load case 0, the static case, we want the fabric over these mid-arches to remain attached to the arch. However, in the case of a wind uplift load case, we want the fabric to be free to move off the arch. Now let's explore how we do this. I'm going to select these meshes and turn them off so we can just see the framework. Now we've got the 3D polylines for all of the arches. I've also added a 3D polyline here which connects the ends of these arches. So when we free up these mid arches and allow the fabric to inflate off the arch, we still want to restrain the fabric at the ends of the arches. That's what these 3D polylines will do. The other thing you'll note is that I've coloured these two arches red. Now we'll also fix only in load case 0 and apply this poly status and apply this poly special status to these two selected arches. So we set, and we get a note to tell us this has happened. We'll bring the meshes back into the model and read the model in to FEA. Now you can see that we're using generic type 1 PVC. Everything's fairly straightforward. I'll just reduce this pre-stress down a bit. For load case 1, we're going to apply a wind of 90 miles an hour, and we'll paste that into line 1, close, and we can just put a note in here, 90 mph, and we've got a positive up pressure. Now the thing we need to identify is the two mid arches, which are on P list 1. They were assigned automatically based on the colors that we assigned. So red is 1, yellow would be 2, and so on. So these will be on P list 1, and we want to constrain P list 1 to allow up. So then we move on to solving the model. We'll solve for load case 0 first, run the solver, and we get a very fast result as normal. Now for load case 1, we're going to need a few more iterations. I'll just increase this to a number of 250. As soon as I run the solver, I'll speed the video up so it doesn't take a long time to show the result. Okay, we'll save the results. 238 iterations. Now, we could have interrupted it back here. Once it gets beyond about e to the minus 2, the difference in results to letting it go all the way to e to the minus 6 are almost indistinguishable. So we'll now go through and plot the displaced shapes for the two load cases. I'll just go to top view here, and for load case 0, under shape, displaced shape, plot data, and offset to the right for load case 1. And what we'll do now is just look at the two models next to each other in front view. And we can see here the fabric for load case 0 is fixed to the arches as we would expect, just under pre-stress. And here with load case 1 with a substantial uplift, the mesh has lifted off of the arches, but it is still restrained by the 3D polylines that we drew in the original model here. Thank you for watching. For more information, please contact support@mpanel.com.